So what's the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market? Hey everybody, it's Lisa Zamora with PMZ Real Estate here in Northern California, and today I want to talk to you about a buyer's market versus a seller's market and how you can know the difference. So you might have heard it's a buyer's market out there, definitely don't try and sell, or it's a seller's market out there, now is not the time to buy a house. But what does it actually mean? So it basically refers to how much housing inventory is on the current market and what the prices are going for, how many days on market they're staying. Now, a lot of people don't know how to break this down or don't know how to notice the signs when they're out there starting to get an idea if they're looking to buy or sell a house. So how we figure that out is we watch trends, right? If we notice that houses are starting to go a little faster than they are coming on the market, or they're not sitting as long as they usually are, we know it's starting to shift into a seller's market. A seller's market, which is what we currently have in February of 2021, and what we will probably have for a little while thanks to COVID and everything, basically is where sellers can get more money for their property based on the property market trends and all that sort of stuff. A seller's market is really difficult for buyers because it's a seller's market. Basically, that means that there's more buyers than there are homes, which means most properties are getting multiple offers, are going above market price, and it's fluctuating all the other properties around them to go higher and higher and higher. Eventually, they cap out and create what's called a bubble, and then the bubble bursts. So I'm sure you've probably heard that before. Oh, the housing market burst, or the housing market bubble burst, or something like that. They tend to say that a lot. Basically, all that means is it's reached its peak, and then the burst is when it drops back down. Eventually, markets always level out, and the bubble bursting is basically a rather quick way of that happening. It means the properties got too high for what their actual value is worth in a normal, stabilized market, and they're going to drop back down to that value. Right now, it's a really competitive seller's market, which means that most sellers, if their house is market ready, even if it's a little bit of a fixer-upper, if their house is desirable, they're going to have a lot of offers. They're not going to stay on the market very long, and it's going to be a fast process. Most buyers right now are finding super hard to get their offers even in time, because by the time that they see the property, they think about it, all that sort of stuff, that property already has a bunch of offers on it and they may be too late. And it's really frustrating for buyers right now. It's completely normal. It is not going to stay this way forever because all markets, it's always fluctuating and all that sort of stuff. The reason why sellers markets happen is because either there's been a lull in real estate, so the feds have changed mortgage rates and all that sort of stuff. Right now, mortgage rates are at an all-time low, so that's helping the whole sellers market thing. A lot of buyers are now pre-qualified for really great rates, but they can't find the inventory. Also, the pandemic is sort of helping the sellers market because a lot of people were holding on selling, and so all those buyers who've been waiting, all of a sudden now they're starting to get more inventory and they are ready to jump, and they're trying to jump, but everybody else is jumping too. Now, buyer's market is the opposite, right? So it's great for buyers, not so great for sellers. It means that the seller's property is going to be going for less than what it's probably actually valued at, which means the buyers are going to get a great deal, but the sellers probably aren't. We bought our first home in a buyer's market. We got really lucky. That's how we were able to get into our first home. So we ended up having a previously foreclosed upon home. So there were no owners with it. It was bank owned. And the bank basically just wanted what the value was at the time. And the value was lower because it was a buyer's market. So we got lucky. Hopefully we will have a buyer's market again soon, but it might be a couple years still. So for the buyers out there, you might want to buckle down and we'll do our best to get you what you want. But remember, it is competitive out there. If you're ready to buy, but you're not really sure what your first steps are, go ahead and click here and I'll tell you what your first steps should be in buying a home. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.